Ethiopia has the largest livestock population in Africa. However, it still has not yet managed to fully exploit its potential and to fully develop its leather and leather product subsector. The Ethiopian Leather Industry Development Institute, or LIDI, was re-established in 2001 to address this problem and to enhance the competitiveness of the leather subsector and to boost exports.
It was necessary to establish a supporting institute to the industry. So it was necessary to establish the Leather Industry Development Institute.
We established the Ethiopian Leather Development Institute based on the major constraints that has been observed in the leather sector. Mainly, the sector lacks competitiveness in the global market. So we need to establish an institute which could serve, which could provide support services in different areas, which enhances competitiveness of the sector.
LIDI has been given the responsibility of facilitating the development of Ethiopia's leather industry, to building the technological capacity of the sector and to enable the industry to become competitive on a global scale.
Marketing needs to be directed in a holistic manner and has to be based on scientific research. So there must be an institute which should perform this task. That's how the Ethiopian Leather Development Institute has come to reality.
In order to supply the leather industry with the qualified manpower it needs, in 2011, LIDI signed a twinning program with two Indian companies, the Central Leather Research Institute, or CLRI, and the Footwear Design Development Institute, or FDDI.
We wanted LIDI to be capacitated to provide consultancy and to meet all its objectives set to the industry. It was necessary to have such a twinning arrangement. And we have chosen top-notch institutes such as the CLRI and FDDI of India.
It was signed on 21st of June 2011, and then officially it has been launched September 2011. So, of course, the overall objective of twinning is to capacitate overall capacity of LIDI so that LIDI can benefit as per the mission of LIDI to create or to enhance its overall capacity in line with the requirements of the leather sector.
The overall objective of the twinning program was to enhance the capacity and competitiveness of the LIDI.
It encompasses from reforming the leadership of LIDI to make sure the required capacity is built from human resource to infrastructure.
Among the most important achievements of the twinning program was the organizational restructuring of LIDI and the upgrading of the skills of the leadership. Leadership and soft skill training programs were offered to LIDI high-ranking staff. All in all, the organizational reform has enabled LIDI to become the equal of its international counterparts.
Some other departments and units also created after this twinning by taking all the experiences from there. The soft skills, the strategic leadership and other things also improved by the management. We are now getting all the certified with QMS 9001-2008. We are going for 2015 for certification. This is also one of the change in our management.
Following the organizational reform, LIDI established a new directorate on the environment.
With twinning phase 1, we try to reach or we try to fill our gap in terms of supporting the industries with respect to environmental protection or with respect to environmental activities. But now in twinning phase 2, we, one of the areas that we are trying to capacitate ourselves is in environmental areas. The environmental aspect was not fully addressed during phase 1 of twinning. We are now doing on it. We are trying our level best.
Before the introduction of the twinning program, LIDI used to offer training to only a limited number of people. Since the commencement of the twinning program, LIDI has trained in India over 100 people with masters, bachelor's and PhD degrees. It has also significantly increased the number of individuals it has trained in different institutions of higher learning in Ethiopia.
LIDI had been providing training services even before twinning. They had been training people. Primarily, the skill development programs have been undertaken. But after the twinning program, the higher education programs have been introduced, like BSc Engineering, MSc Engineering, and also PhD. This was introduced in association with the Addis Ababa Institute of Technology. We have designed the curriculum, syllabus, and also the course materials for the programs, and also we were part of the programs. We conducted the training PSc programs and MSc programs, and that provided immense support to the industry.
Early in the process, improvement investigation.
We started from curriculum design, revise the curriculum, and even in some areas like in footwear and goods and garment, preparing relevant curriculum, preparing relevant materials, because it's a new even for the country.
It has trained, it is a staff with a master's degree in laser products and in tannery technologies. I think it is about 45 of the staff.
We have had a program in human resource development areas. In this program, we have been able to train DD experts to second degrees and also tertiary level. Up until now, we have been able to train about 32 MSc graduates, and 5 students are taking their PhD courses. And this is an immense achievement.
The main objective of twinning is to build the capacity of Laser Industry Development Institute in human resource, in terms of system, in terms of organizational structure, all round.
In addition, the twinning program has helped the Institute to build its technological, engineering and designing capacity.
We are providing different types of trainings for different types of just students. Mainly, the one is just short training. The other is just long training also. 2 types of training we deliver from here. We are here because of the twinning program. I am one of the results of the twinning program. I've got my MSc in footwear technology. And I have full skill, just all the processes or manufacturing process of footwear. So I'm delivering to the students whatever I have got through the twinning program. after twinning program, I'm now well equipped and I can give all the manufacturing process I have said on cutting section, and then on this closing or the stitching section, and finally on the lasting section of the footwear. The whole I can deliver to the different kinds of students that come to the institutes.
I was in India for the master's degree program through the twinning program, which is done by the LIDI and FDDI, and I was the one who get the chance to learn there, and it was amazing for me. I have learned so many things regarding footwear technology, from the production concept, from the product development process, the factory observation, regarding the new technologies. We have good exposure there, and for me it was very interesting. We have so many students here who take their training. So we provide the cutting training with our facility. We provide stitching trainings, lasting and finishing trainings for the student. And for the factory also, we provide so many supports and technical supports using this facility.
Moreover, the twinning program has enabled LIDI to strengthen its BSc program in leather products technology. As a result, LIDI was able to scale up the best practices obtained from the twinning program and offer a BSc program in leather products technology at Addis Ababa Technology Institute, or AAIT, and Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, ASTU.
The tuning program has given the human resource required to give a BSc training in both laser technology and laser products training at first degree level.
We have first degree program with AIT as well as ASTU. So these people, those who capacitated or graduated from this program, they are now handling this program sustainably.
Furthermore, LIDI has enhanced the vocational program in leather and leather products by improving its curriculum and learning materials to meet global standards.
We used to have only one institute in laser technology in Ethiopia. Now about 5 universities have already started providing courses in laser technology. And to do this, we have been able to design a curriculum with our twinning partners.
From curriculum preparation, even preparing the human resource. The human resource for this, for capacitating the sector itself or fulfilling the required human resource, especially in higher education, is started, through LIDI.
Thanks to the twinning program, LIDI is now in a position to provide training of trainers, TOT, to the various TVETs across the country and to help them produce quality manpower in large numbers.
We have now more than 25 TVET institutions. We supported them. They are not ours, of course, but we supported them in consultation with, the regional TVET or TVET agencies, with the respective TVET agencies. Now we have the program diversified into different, places.
I'm Ambessa Shoe Factory is one of the beneficiaries of LIDI's capacity training program. LIDI has trained workers of the factory on various occasions.
From Ethiopian Leather Industry Development Institute, we got different supports. For example, the training from the top management up to the workers, they train in different levels. So we got a training support.
ስልጠናው በጣም ጥሩ ነው። የሰለጠንኩት በ2006 ዓመተ ምህረት ነው። ለ3 ወር ተከታታይ ሰልጥኛለሁ። ብዙ ነገሮችን ነው የሰለጠንኩ።
እኔ ስለ ጫማ ስራ ምንም እውቀትም አልነበረኝም። ምንም አላውቅም ነበር። ግን ጥሩ ስልጠና ወስጄ መጥቼ አሁን አንበሳ ወደሆነ ስራ ጀምሬ አሁን ስራ ለመስራት አልቸገርም።
Building the research and development capacity of LIDI is the other important achievement of the twinning program. Consequently, LIDI researchers are now making a significant contribution to the leather subsector by conducting applied and innovative research work.
LIDI had not been engaged in research and development activities prior to twinning, but after twinning, many research programs have been jointly undertaken by LIDI as well as CLRI, and now LIDI had started undertaking R&D programs on its own independently.
A lot of researches with our researchers are done and also published in international journals, and this is a very great success for the Ethiopian Leather Industry Development Institute, and also we are proud with our researchers for this achievement.
This is a testing and research laboratory, and it has 4 different compartments. One is the physical testing lab, the other is the chemical testing lab, the other is the instrumentation lab, and finally wastewater and water analysis lab. In this testing and research directorate, different chemical, physical and mechanical tests are conducted on raw materials that are used in leather and leather processing sector. Also different effluents that are discharged to the environment.
The Ethiopian Leather Industry Development Institute has built research and testing laboratories that are internationally accredited by South African National Accreditation System, SANAS, and the Ethiopian National Accreditation Office, or ENAO.
Without having well-equipped and up to the standard laboratories, you cannot conduct researches which could transform the sector. So our training partners are supporting us in establishing up to the standard laboratory facilities in LIDI, and we have been successful in that area as well.
We have been accredited both locally from Ethiopian National Accreditation Office, ENAO, and the South African National Accreditation Systems, SANAS, on 24 physical and chemical test parameters that are very much important for exportable products and that are demanded by our clients.
Our lab is one of the biggest from the country. Even at present, different universities and also research firms are using our testing facilities. Not only with we are not just big with only equipment, but we have enough human resource.
LIDI, designed its quality policy as well as quality objective in line with the missions and the vision. So based upon that, there are different requirements, management requirements to get the certificate. This is a confidence, for the private sector, even for investors, to attract investors. It's a confidence, so it's a product of, or it's a result of this twinning project.
This laboratory provides a range of physical testing services for leather and leather goods, as well as textile and polymers. It also provides in-house and industrial calibration services.
We have also added different testing facilities, and the tuning experts assisted from the specification preparation to installation of the equipments, and also training our personnel on those equipments.
By making use of up-to-date technologies, the Chemical and Instrumentation Laboratory undertakes chemical analysis and testing on leather, polymers and chemicals, as well as effluent and solid wastes.
We provide the technical competency of the products of our factories based on international standard requirements.
The quality of the inputs, now in Zain, we use in their laboratories, and we got often, not at one time. Now in Zain, we are checking the flexibility of the soles, and all in all the inputs of our shoe products, we are using their laboratories.
Testing and analytical services, LIDI had been doing such services, but the capacity and the range of services that LIDI could undertake had been enhanced.
We study all the fiber structure of this 1K ship scheme, and after, with the support of with big scientists in CLRI, we have the research is done here in Ethiopia and also in India. Finally, we got very good results, and now the industries are using this 1K ship skins for different products. This is a great achievement, and this is also presented to the world in the international forums in Turkey, and it is also accepted by world scientists.
The laboratory also conducts tests on banned chemicals like azo dye. In addition, it tests the environmental impacts of chemicals and wastes. This is LIDI's Wastewater Treatment Center. It undertakes solid waste treatment on chemicals such as chrome and sulfide. LIDI has been actively engaged in providing industrial consultancy services for different leather and footwear companies in the country. Ambessa Shoe Factory, Sheba Leather Industry, Mojo Tannery and Pittard's Global Sourcing are among the companies that have benefited from LIDI's consultancy services.
We have also built up the institutional capacity. Now LIDI has reached to a stage, the institutional capacity has been developed, where they have now a certified quality management system through the support of this twinning arrangement. And through this arrangement, LIDI has also developed its capacity to provide joint consultancy to the private sector, and has also has been also capacitated to do research and consultancy at the same time, research in the leather sector, which was not available before.
We got consultation, they consult us, and even for the expansion of our projects, from the designing up to the end of implementation, they have supported us strongly. They involved with us, and they provide expertise.
Prior to twinning, LIDI did not take many consultancy services, but after twinning, many industrial consultancy programs have been undertaken.
This part of Ambessa shoe factory was built around Akaki on the outskirts of Addis Ababa. LIDI has offered consultancy support to the project from selection to installation of machineries. By successfully implementing the twinning program, LIDI has over the past 6 years built up the industrial capacity of the leather and leather products subsector. It has produced qualified manpower to supply the sector. The Institute has also developed the capacity of universities and technical and vocational training institutes that offer training in leather and footwear.
We understood the need, very imminent or immediate requirement, and also the future requirement. We have taken into account both of these and then capacitated LIDI in many avenues. When we say capacitation, it is not only training people in LIDI or bringing people from LIDI to India and training them there.
With the twinning program nearing the end of its second phase, the Institute believes that a lot of changes were introduced that have greatly benefited the leather and leather products as well as footwear subsectors.
The experience is there. The issue now is how this would be translated into real industrial support, how this capacity can be properly exploited. That has to be properly planned, otherwise it would be a wasted resource.
Now that the twinning program is terminating, LIDI and the government seek to emulate best experiences in the sector from other developed countries.
If our evaluation indicates, suggests that there is still an area of improvement in LIDI itself, and that there must be something to be done, we will continue the twinning program. The government is willing, we are happy with what we have done so far, and we feel that there is an importance of the presence of our twinning partners with us, so that they can transform the sectors. And if the LIDI is transformed, we hope the whole leather sector will be transformed, and we don't want to miss this opportunity.
We got a very good experience from these two institutes, very good lesson, very good cooperation, and very good international experience. We don't want to take the same experience for longer time. We have to stop somewhere.
Capacity building is not a one-time program. It has to be continuous, because it has to be dynamic again, because the needs and requirements of the industry is now changing fastly. So because of this situation, we will diversify our capacity building, and then definitely we'll look or seek different institutes.
In the future, we need some specific knowledge like soil technology, and with that technology we have to have a specific knowledge